Really looking forward to this. Well, this week has really been special because of the experience, but when you've got the champion, former champion in Kim Chadwick from Prince George, Leslie Walliser from Weyburn, who's as experienced as she is, 5th appearance on TSN, this has the makings of being very special.
Absolutely, and they both bowled extremely well in their first match. Kim Chadwick with that 325, 11 for 11 on the middle and 6 strikes. No open frame, well, 1 open frame with a head pin. That was her first frame. And off to a good start. Crosses over. Leslie with a 307 in the first match, 9 for 11 on the head pin and 6 strikes. That one didn't go anywhere. It looked like she didn't turn her hand at all. The ball just kept drifting to the right. There was no right to left movement on it at all. Got it back towards the middle and just punched it, drove it straight back. Oh, good cover up. Pretty even for Leslie. Not these two lanes here. We've seen some different reaction at times, but she's got 6 strikes in the first match, 3 on either lane, so no favorites. Right on the nose. That's the first head pin for Leslie. Count them up. Make sure you don't leave any pins on the lane here. You're already facing a strike from your opponent, and you're behind. So whatever you do, don't leave any deadwood. Punch, punch.
No, not the best start for Leslie Walliser. A 15 and a 13. Kim Chadwick with a strike up in 1.
She keeps throwing it great in the same spot and breaks everything up.
Kim Chadwick from Prince George, BC, Leslie Walliser, Weyburn, Saskatchewan, and one of them will become our 3rd semi-finalist. And right now it's Chadwick with 2 strikes as we play here in the 3rd, and an open for Walliser.
Locked in. Now, if you're Leslie Walliser, you're down, you're in a hole already, 3 frames into the game, but you don't want to push too hard. You know you can get strikes. Throw that good ball that you had in the first game. A little press.
She throws what they call the backup ball.
Yes.
It's just not coming back. Is that it?
Depends how, and that time, and seen so far in this match, it doesn't look like she's turning her wrist any, so she's not getting as much rotation.
Okay.
Both times she's missed the middle. She's missed it on the right-hand side, so expecting some movement, not getting it.
Well, maybe there she figured out something, because she manages to get the spare. Desperate, really, I mean, we're only playing in the fourth now, but she's really desperate to get something going when you look at what Chadwick's got up.
Just doesn't look like it's coming off her hand the same way it did in the first game, and she's really struggling here to figure it out. Change the release a little bit. That's better. That's the ball we saw her throw in the first match. Little bit of movement on it. Right to left on the lane.
But what a great start for this lady, Kim Chadwick.
Four in a row to start.
Look at the focus.
Absolute concentration.
Oh, we're just crossed over.
Turned that one a little bit hard and the ball jumped across. Still got away. Chop off. Second one. She had one in the first game and converted it for a spare.
Oh, she manages to get the spare. Now Leslie Walliser, after the two opens, has a couple of spares up. And she needs to get something going here still. I mean, look at the pin count through the first five for Chadwick.
Absolutely. She has to have strikes to get back in this match. Spares just aren't going to cut it.
This is her chance, and she'll leave the left corner.
That's the difference between the two. Kim with a big high backswing. Leslie a little bit smoother, more controlled. Great finish at the foul line by both ladies, but quite a contrast.
Now Leslie right down low, and the big high finish and the balanced finish from Kim Chadwick on the one leg.
Yep, she really is. They both girls, great balance at the foul line, good release position. And that allows them to be very, very consistent in how they release the ball.
Look at the difference through four. Both bowlers with spares up in five.
There it is.
There's the first strike for Leslie Walliser. Comes here in six. Is it a little too late, even in six?
Better finish with the hand that time. She seemed to get better extension and just a little bit more turn on the ball. Crosses over.
Oh.
Wow. Just about a runaway on that one. She barely touched the head pin and still gets a strike out of it. How much movement she gets. 3-pin takes out the right corner pin.
Again, crossed over, still managed to get it. That just, you know, it's overused, but she's in a groove here. She just got her spot.
Absolutely. The only thing I'm seeing is the ball starting to more movement She's been hitting the left-hand pocket more consistently, whereas in the first game we saw everything was pretty solid in the right-hand pocket. So are the lanes changing? Is the ball breaking a little bit more for her?
That was a must-have. That was a must-have strike. It's still a long way back for Leslie Walliser, but this one at least keeps her in the game.
Absolutely does. That's a huge double. Now she's going to turn some pressure back on Kim, especially if she can get the third one here. Look out. Chop off for Leslie. She had one in the first game. That was a little bit thick right on the middle. Ball broke into the pocket that time. Oops, pushed that one way left. Just caught a piece of the corner pin.
She'll get her 15, but that's that might be over and out.
Well, Kim's in a really good position here. 190 in the fifth with a double working. She's got possible 415. Just got to guard against head pins.
You expect everything to go down now.
Wow, that left-hand side just a little bit thick, leaves the right corner. Head pin goes one way, 3-pin goes the other way around that corner pin. Oops, there's that hook breaking away from the corner pin. Neil looking on. But pretty solidly in control.
Still has the potential of a 366. And now she'll leave the open. You know, it's a funny game because we don't maybe talk about the mental aspect. You say people bowl perfect games or come close. The concentration that is needed. She looks over that scoreboard, realizes that she's so in control of this game. And she just lets down for the moment after that kind of scorecard to have an open like that.
Yeah, there can be a letdown when the game's virtually locked up, but she continues to throw the first ball extremely well.
We remind you the record score in the championships was Natalie Perront back in 2005. She bowled a 369. Karen Armstrong, who we saw earlier playing Kim in the preliminaries, she had the record score of a 389. That was during the Pins game of 2003.
Well, Leslie can still finish this off with a 278. Again, a pretty good game here. She got off to a bit of a rough start with open frame in the first two, one with a miss and then one with a head pin, and when you're down 40 right off the bat, it's pretty tough to come back.
She will take home the $1,000 that goes to the loser of the quarterfinals, and of course still trying to keep herself alive for the team challenge as she looks to be part of the Prairie team made up of bowlers from Manitoba and Saskatchewan. Kim Chadwick, on the other hand, would look to be part of the Western team made up of bowlers from BC and Alberta. So Kim Chadwick will finish it out after a 228 for Leslie Walliser. just barely got it, but it fell the right corner. Just a little tickle on the way by, and over it went.
Another really solid game. Has not missed the middle at all this game, and the only mistake, if you want to call it that, was the right corner she missed in the 8th frame.
Oh.
Right hand pocket again. Sure breaks them up.
Well, in her opening game, she bowled a 325, and she was around the head pin. She had an open in the first, and then marked all the way out. And here in this one, she has the open in the 8th. And here, look at this. Wow. A 325 followed up by a 364. Wow. The mighty Kim Chadwick from Prince George, BC, becomes our 3rd semifinalist. Women's 5-pin play, the Canadian Bowling Championships.